So, lads, not great news when it comes to Aari McDonald. There is not great news. There is not great news when it comes to her. That it looks quite unlikely that the Fever are going to keep her. So, apologies about the lights. I'm not having light shining in my face because I'm going to have to do that for the entirety of the game, and I'm going to be live about, I'd say maybe 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Like after this, and I'll be going live after this video is up. But so you can see right here, obviously standard player contract. Chloe Peterson said Aari McDonald's been crucial for the Fever, went deep into CBA, and the CBA is, like, by the way, with this, the worst written thing ever. Like, literally, there apparently are like different interpretations. Apparently there are literally examples of the 10-day thing not happening. Like, there are literally examples of it. It's the weirdest thing ever. Replacement contracts are not subject to waiver procedures, and it would not track this section would apply. See Liberty and Dangerfield 2020 and Phoenix and Taylor last season. 7-day replacement contracts are treated differently. Like, it is literally the most confusing thing. Like, there are examples of the 10-day period not happening. However, Chloe Peterson has come out. And by the way, so section only says player contract does not specify standard or replacement. Celeste Taylor also signed 7-day contracts with Phoenix last year, and those governed towards differently than hardship contracts. Like, it is the most confusing thing ever. It is the most confusing thing ever. However, Chloe Peterson has just tweeted out here, double checked with Fever GM Amber Cox, the Fever would need to go through a 10-day waiting period after releasing a hardship player in case they wanted to re-sign her. Yeah, they're not re-signing her. They're not re-signing her. Like, there is no way that she lasts 10 days without somebody signing her. She can sign on a hardship for May. I think she can sign a hardship for the Valkyries, if I'm not mistaken. Even though Aerial Powers is now signed with the Valkyries. I think she can sign a hardship with the Valkyries because the Valkyries are losing a bunch of players. She can sign a hardship with the Wings. She can sign a hardship with, if the Sky pick up one more injury or they cut Maddie Westbeld, she can sign straight up with the Sky. If the Sky don't believe that Maddie Westbeld is anything spectacular, she can sign with the Sky. And like 90% of the teams in the WNBA are going to will cut someone to bring in Aari McDonald. They would. If they're smart about it, they would cut somebody to bring in Aari because she is that level of player. And again, like, I didn't understand why the Sparks got rid of her. Like, you'll see it. Like, there's literally a video being like, the Fever should cut Sig Coulson today and sign Aari McDonald as soon as it was announced. I'm like, I don't think Aari McDonald's anything absolutely unbelievable, but still, like, over Coulson, sure. But appreciate we have so many armchair contract attorneys. I mean, everyone read into everything. There's so many examples. It's the worst worded and worst done thing. And there probably could be some weird way they could sign Aari McDonald. I don't think the Fever want to. Even if there is a loophole the Fever can use, I don't see the Fever using that loophole. I mean that. I'm also, yes, thank you to Chloe Peterson for actually going the extra mile to ask the question. Great reporting. Next level reached by Fever fans. Finding a way to sign Aari McDonald for the Fever should be a no-brainer. She's a perfect fit for the system. But yeah, it looks like it's not happened. Sounds like Amber looked into herself, which means they must be interested. I mean, Amber Cox is a GM. I would be really confused. I would be really concerned if a GM didn't know the rules. If a GM didn't know the rules right here. Still, she's wrong. The wording is specific and doesn't say it unless they magically signed Aari to a standard player contract. Sorry, even GMs can be wrong. There's some case precedent. Can't agree with her. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if Amber Cox is right or wrong. It doesn't matter about the examples. Everything is going to be above board. And even if there's a 50-50 chance that it's not a thing or that it can be done, they're not going to do it. How much you miss out on, she waited to re-sign with us. No team. And the only positive is no team can afford to sign her to a full contract without cutting somebody. However, like, there is a situation where, like, teams will cut someone for her. Like, I'm looking through teams that are, like, good. And you're not cutting Heidemann if you're the Lynx. if you are a Seattle Storm, you're not cutting Wheeler, thankfully. But if you're the Las Vegas Aces, do you cut Dana Evans for her? The answer is probably yes. The answer is probably yes. She's much better than Dana Evans. And again, I don't... Ooh, is Dana Evans on guaranteed money? Is Dana Evans... I need to check this out. I need to check this out right now. Is Dana Evans on guaranteed money? Because if the Aces are on guaranteed money, if Dana Evans is on guaranteed money, like if the Vegas Aces are smart, as well as to weaken the Fever, as well as to weaken a rival, you're looking at show details. So Dana Evans is on a 1-year deal at $89K. I think she's in year 5, if I'm not mistaken. If she's in year 5, there's a big difference there. Her hoop stats is the best way. So Dana Evans is unprotected. Is it? No, Dana Evans is protected. Thank God. Thank God. But Crystal Bradford is unprotected. No. They can screw with the Fever right here. They can really screw with the Fever. And it's not a good sign because she's suddenly available. And she's shown it. The only positive is no team can afford to sign her without cutting somebody. Have to rely on her waiting those 10 days and not accept another offer. Why would she not accept another offer? Like, why? Like, 10 days worth of salary in the WNBA is what? So, I'm trying to think of how much she's going to be making per week. It's like $4 or $5 grand. Is it? So, there's 3 more months left in the season. She's probably making around 50. And by the way, it would involve them cutting Bree Turner at the end of those 10 days, which they're not going to do. It would involve them... And if not, it's probably... Because she's probably been paid already for the hardship, it's probably a situation where they can't afford her for the rest of the year anyway until like mid-July. So I don't see Aari McDonald coming back for the Fever. And I don't think... I stand by this. I think the Fever would rather keep Bree Turner for optics. I think the Fever would rather keep Turner for optics. Like, and I think the Fever legitimately have it in their head, like, you know what, we're okay. We actually want someone to sign her in that 10-day period. And again, this is maybe just me completely, my conspiracy theory and all this stuff. But like, for me, I'm trying to think, I'm like, there's no reason why Bree Turner should have made the roster after preseason. I get her inclusion. I understand what she did in the past. She was terrible for Sky, and her inclusion is definitely not basketball related. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.